Libra, Spirit has a very strong message for you to keep your eyes wide open. There is something that you need to observe or see that is very significant for you. There's also a message here that somebody is observing you, is watching you, or their eyes have been opened to something that you've said, something that you've done. It's changed their perspective. So I don't know what the intention is of this other energy and their gaze upon you. We're going to find that out. But there is a message for you to also keep watch, to keep on top of something, to observe and to witness. Okay, that feels like you're going to receive some kind of information. And I know this is a strong message because when I was in the meditation, that's what I heard, eyes wide open. And then I saw a cartoon character kind of like prying their eyes open in a comical kind of way, which reminded me of this deck, Mystical Melodies. And I haven't used this on the channel ever, or maybe once. I rarely use this in general. I got it because I thought it was cute and funny, but then I didn't end up using it. So anyways, I went and I got this deck, which I wasn't planning to use. And I took it out of the box, and this was the first card that I saw at the bottom. The Empress, which is one of your cards. And look at her eyes. They are wide open. Okay, so I feel like this is your energy. And then I got my other decks because I use Oracle too. And I opened the Oracle deck, and at the bottom of the Oracle deck, we had the Evil Eye. And it says jealousy here, number 23. So I got my other Oracle deck, which was the last one that I got. And I split it in the middle, just, for fun to see, okay, what am I going to get here? And I got the Ocean with this big eye. So the message is clear. There's an eye that you have that you need to open to something. Maybe it's your third eye. And or there's an eye on you, an eye on the Empress, like an evil eye on the Empress, or perhaps Spirit's talking about the ways in which you're protected from any kind of jealousy. We're going to get into it and find out what this is all about. But I did get some other things here, and there was a slight feeling of Taurus energy. So you could have Taurus in your chart, or maybe there's a Taurus involved, or this could be related to Taurus matters, home security, money, perhaps something about Taurus, I don't know. And then I got this feeling that something has been on a weird angle. It's like you've seen something, but the angle was off. And I'm getting like this pressure in my ears. Or someone's taking a weird angle with something. Like you'd expect a pretty straightforward statement or argument or what, but they're coming at it from the side. It's a weird angle to take. It's kind of bizarre. Then I got classical music with Chopin. And when I looked up Chopin, the composer, to see what would come up, I got Nocturne Opus 9, number 2. If you listen to it, you'll probably recognize it. But that could be significant, the numbers 9 and 2, or maybe the letters O and P. So classical music, composure, composing something. Someone could be in the process of composing something, or you need to keep your composure around something. And then the letters OP, when I wrote them down for Nocturne OP, it reminded me of original poster. So I feel like you're going to see something that maybe somebody wrote, and it's going to be significant for you, or something's going to come to you in writing. So let's get into the cards, Libra, and see what wants to come through here. I'm not gonna take these cards out. I think we got the message already. So I'll reshuffle the decks and pull new cards. So let's see, what's the theme here? What is this about? What does Libra need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Eyes wide open. Can you tell us what this is about? The offering, yeah, something's going to come through to you, so you need to see it. And then we have the underworld. There's a lot here. The castle, the unseen, eyes wide open, and the river. And this card always kind of gives me a strange feeling because, it's about a journey, but there's something kind of like an illusion in here. It kind of feels like a daydream. There's something strange always that I feel with this river card. And I'm getting something about the something's lost in translation. Okay, the castle. This is Taurus energy to me. The offering, the underworld, the castle, and the unseen. And this eye is closed, eyes wide open. There is definitely something you're not seeing. And Spirit is trying to offer that insight, that wisdom to you, or that information, or whatever it is. But it feels like it comes from a place that maybe is hidden or feels out of reach, out of bounds. There could be something that someone says that comes from their shadow, or something they do from their shadow, and it gives you the information you need. Let's keep going and see what else we get. What is the energy supporting Libra? Energy supporting Libra, Spirit. Protection. There we go. Okay, so that evil eye is protecting you. And what is the energy challenging Libra right now? Energy challenging Libra, Spirit. Affluence. There's somebody here who might feel like they have some pull with the castle. Let me just look in the book for affluence. I feel like I need more information here. Wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundant flow of having all you need on the material and spiritual planes. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this certainly indicates that there is much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. Yeah, I feel like someone may have an eye on your abundance, your wealth, whether that's energetic wealth, material wealth. Something's going on here where somebody's eyeing that. That's why you need to have your eyes wide open. Be careful when signing contracts, read the fine print, make sure that you're getting a fair deal or a good deal. There's something here that is, I feel like someone's trying to get away with something. That's how it feels. Shadow, I just cut on. Yes, I can feel it. And I know that like there's so many other beautiful things going on in your life, and we could try to redirect the energy and talk about something else, but I'm just going to flow with what's coming through. This is the message. Okay, and it's important for someone here to hear. You. Okay, so there's a shadow element. Somebody's trying to get away with something. It feels like it has to do with like money, security, a contract, but you're protected. Spirit really wants you to keep your eyes open. It could also be that someone's trying to protect something of theirs and you don't know what that is. It could be a secret. It could be something else. I don't know. Yeah, there's a big question mark here. There's a big, I don't know. This is what the River card's giving me. It's an I don't know. Okay, so if you feel like you don't know, someone offers you something and your first immediate response, I don't know. I don't know about that. Then pay attention and keep your eyes open because there's more for you to see. Okay, let's keep going, Spirit. Yeah, let's go in further with these cards because I do need some more information. Because Libra's here to know, not to hear that they don't know. Right? Okay. So what is supporting Libra? More info, please. Safe travel and then veiled in reverse. Okay, so as you travel forward on your path and your journey or in a particular situation, there is it's going to be very hard for someone to veil something, to hide something from you, to keep it hidden. And I also feel like you're being transparent with something and it's keeping you safe. You're being honest and you're being real, maybe with yourself or maybe with someone else. Don't let someone pull the wool over your eyes. I don't know how they would go about doing that. Okay, I need more on this River card because this is the pressure in the ears. It almost feels like water. What is this River card? Air. It's somebody's communication that feels like you could be like, WTF? What does that mean? I don't understand that. I don't know about that. There's a red flag there. Okay, let's keep going, see if we can get in further. Tell me more about this affluence as the challenging energy. Someone could also feel more powerful than you because of what they have. It could be like literally what they have, or maybe it's just they feel they have more resources energetically even. I don't know what, hold on, let's be clear, Spirit. Water. There's somebody here who might play the emotional card or the victim card to gain something. One more. Challenge. Growth and shadow. Yeah, they're trying to grow something, gain something by doing something shadowy. Okay, let's get the tarot out. You just got to be observant of what they're doing. Just read everything twice, maybe 3 times. Even if it's a text and it's throwing you off, just read it a few times. There's something there that you're going to catch on to. It's like intuitively you know this doesn't sit well, it doesn't feel right. Something's off. Something is off. Okay, and Spirit's confirming that. Yes, you're right. Something is off. They're trying to like sneak something through or sneak something in or even omit something so that you don't see it, the unseen. Can you tell me more what this is that is trying to go unseen? Spirit, what is this that's trying to go unseen? 3 of Wands. I'm hearing right away, before I even saw the second card, they don't know what they're doing. The 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. Well, look, this person really doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know which way to go with something. They feel like they have an abundance here of bats, which we can see in the card, but they only have one ball to hit and they don't know which bat to use, right? Like this, maybe this person's batty in some way. Like there's something here that's like, they're disorganized. They don't know what they're doing. They're conflicted. Oh man, this is like, Libra. This is not going to be hard for you to spot. They're waiting for you to do something, to say something, to act, to react, to sign the contract, whatever it is for you, they are waiting. And they might be playing it cool as a cucumber, but they're all over the place. Okay, can you tell me more about what is trying to go unseen? They're panicking. I feel like it's panic. And they might not show that. 10 of Cups and Page of Pentacles. You could have learned something about, I'm hearing their organization or their family. Or something about a mask they were wearing, saying they were super happy about something, and you discover they're not. There's something about family here. that you're learning or that you're seeing? Okay, can I know, Spirit? This is super specific. Okay, can I know, Spirit, why is this energy? Now, this could be an aspect of yourself. I always say that. I always try to keep that in mind, or for you to keep that in mind, because a lot of the times tarot readings are mirrors for us to consider what's going on deep within and not just about external situations. So if you feel like you don't know who this could be at all, but you're still here and it's somehow resonating with you, then consider how maybe this is an aspect of your shadow, right? And I mean, it did come through that you might be trying to sneak something by your conscious mind, right? Like trying to get away with something with yourself that isn't really good for you. And it could be something about your feeling conflicted on where you're going next, or what you're doing, or what you're waiting for, why you're waiting for something. And there could be something here where you feel you have a long way to go before you reach some kind of happiness. Okay, so you're investing in other kinds of things that maybe bring you happiness, but they're not actually what you're looking for. So you could be kind of distracting yourself or creating illusions of happiness around you. This is just for some of you, not all of you. And Spirit's asking you to keep your eyes wide open on the decisions you're making and what you're fulfilling yourself with. And really observe yourself. Is this actually what you want? Is this actually fulfilling you? What is missing and how could you work on it? But I feel like there's a large group of you here where this is another outside energy. Especially with the evil eye in the beginning and jealousy. It's kind of hard for yourself to be jealous of yourself, even if it's in the shadow. Okay, so let's get in a little bit further. 1717 I just saw. This could be also related to your spiritual path. Let's see your overall energy, Libra. What's your energy like in relation to this situation? I feel like I didn't finish my question there. In relation to this situation, what's Libra's energy like? 3 of Swords, but look at you. You have the sword. We just did a collective reading yesterday. Me and you. We just did a collective reading yesterday where we talked about bows and arrows. If you're new here or you didn't see yesterday's reading, the collective reading, the last collective reading before this one, maybe you want to watch it because that theme is coming up right away. You are shooting the sword, the arrow. Yeah, look, and you're shooting it in the direction of the next card, which is going to be what you don't see coming. So hold on. Yes, no? Unsure. Temperance and High Priestess. Patience to see the unseen. Hold on, let me get all the cards out here. Whoa. What is going on, Libra? Outcome, Spirit? Can we know the outcome? Most likely events to occur. The highest good of all. Whoa, this is like, I'm hearing shocking. Something is going to be shocking. We have the Strength card, but look, don't forget, you're protected by Spirit, but also by yourself and your own courage and your own strength and your ability to make good decisions. Safe travel, protection, veiled in reverse. Nothing's hiding from you as long as you keep your eyes open. Okay, so your overall energy is coming through as the 3 of Swords, but this doesn't feel like heartache to me. This feels like you taking a sword out of your heart or your back and saying, you know what? I'm not going to sit in this energy. I'm actually going to throw it back to you. So maybe you're returning some energy to sender. Maybe you're saying, I'm hearing you're waking up to something. You're saying, you know what? I'm not going to be wearing this badge of pain. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to call, what is it? I'm going to call something out, maybe. There's something about the pot calling the kettle black. I don't know. You're throwing something back here on someone in some way, because you're not going to be the one to deal with the fallout or the heartbreak. I feel like this, I need some clarity just for myself, Spirit, because this energy feels a little warped. It's a weird angle someone's taking. Pillar of strength. Fortify your resolve and stand strong in your truth. Do not let others undermine your faith. And that's what you're doing. Like, screw that. I'm not going to be the Three of Swords. I'm not going to let someone undermine me. I'm the pillar of strength. The maestro, the conductor, the composer. I'm going to compose myself in this situation and orchestrate the next action that's taken. You're taking charge of something. There's no more time for games or unseen forces and yada yada. It feels like everything's coming to the surface. What you don't see coming is that your patience with something has served you well, but it's not just your patience with temperance, it's also your ability to make things happen. Temperance is also an alchemist, mixing fire and water. The High Priestess. See, I feel like you take things that are maybe not adding up and you bring them together and suddenly it starts to add up and you're like showing someone, look what I found, look what I know. Okay, let's see more about this. Biding time. You just need to wait a little while for everything to catch up and settle into place. This is the patience. But I feel like the time is coming. I'm hearing what's that song? The time is coming to push that button. Is that it? Something like that. My finger is on the button. You know that song? Dun, dun. I can't sing, or I don't have melody either. But it's that song. Yeah, it's like your finger's been on the button for a while. Or you haven't quite seen something yet, but as soon as you do, it's like, boom, your finger's on the button, you're just waiting to push it, waiting to reveal something, waiting to send something back, waiting to revise something in a contract. You're ready to take charge and get what you want and not let anybody trample all over you and try to sneak something by you. That's basically the message. Doesn't matter what you're thinking about. That's the core energy. The offering from the underworld, what was unseen in the past, is now fully available for you to see. Okay, the opportunity, the Fool. This is going to release you. It's going to make you feel really good that you have it all kind of figured out. And I do feel like you're going to figure it all out. It may be shocking what you figure out, but you do get it. What's the opportunity? You're going to also come into this situation with some kind of new energy that could also shock someone else. The Tower. Interesting, because we have the Tower here as the challenge. And now the Tower is showing up as the opportunity. But I see you walking away from the Tower. It's like, not my problem, right? Someone tried to put that third sword in your heart. You take it out and you're like, you know what? That's your Tower, not mine. I'm leaving. I'm taking a chance and I'm starting a new direction. I've figured it out. I pressed the button, I'm either showing someone what I know, or I've got the knowledge fully that I needed. Took some time, but I'm ready. I do feel like there's a Tower moment here for sure. The challenge for you is not to get caught in it, because I feel like it's coming towards someone else, simply because you have the Fool card as the opportunity, which is clearly telling me you can walk away from something. And safe travels with the Fool, right? Like this new beginning, this clearing of the situation. It's like you're safe going forward. It's not a risk to take a leap of faith here. You're protected, safe travels. Meanwhile, the Tower is full of like the shadow, the growth in the shadow, maybe about money or something. Let's see. What's this Tower for the obstacle? I'm hearing, and who's it for? And I'm hearing Robert or the letter R. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, obviously. That's very specific. Falling from the Tower? Look. I'm hearing London Bridge is falling down. Somebody maybe didn't build the bridge correctly, you know, metaphorically. They were trying to bridge energy. Their travel is not safe, though. This is very interesting, Libra. I hope this is helping. Let's get one more on the Tower as the challenge. Why would it be a challenge for Libra not to get involved? Sad Squirrel and Knight of Swords. Well, because you're pissed. You know? How dare you try to stab me in the heart? How dare you try to weaken me? And this could be like an energetic karmic thing. You know, someone's coming after you karmically, energetically, and you're like, dude, gal, bro, what? Huh? I'm Libra. I'm justice, right? I mean, I'm not a Libra. I'm a Libra rising, but you're a Libra. Actually, maybe you're a Libra rising too. It doesn't matter where your Libra is. But I feel like this is the challenge. It's like you could go do something. You could say something harsh. You got some emotions about this. And I love how this sad squirrel is actually a mad squirrel if you really look at it. It's at the point where, how dare you? How dare you try to hurt me like that? But that's the obstacle, right? Spirit doesn't want you to go into battle in that way. They just want you to observe and see, and then turn around and say, see ya. I don't know, there's no mouth here, but for me, it's like he's whistling. I'm seeing him whistling. It's like something is no longer your problem, or you've seen everything. Once you see everything, or maybe you already have seen everything, you've learned what you need to learn, it feels like there's a stopping point, and Spirit doesn't want you to go into the fire when it's crashing down. But there's a temptation you have here to do it. To rectify a situation that was unjust, you're tempted to get more involved than you need to be. So the advice is the Three of Cups, which is other people. Can be gossip, but I feel like more, I never really say that, so maybe somebody is gossiping here with the jealousy and the evil eye. But again, who cares, right? I feel like, tell me about the gossip. The world, yeah, who cares, right? It's not going to affect you. You're protected. If you don't pay attention to it, it's not a big deal in this context. But I feel like for most of you, the advice, Three of Cups, is that there are other people involved. Let me see. Can you clarify the Three of Cups? Six of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Judgment at the bottom. I feel like there's a stopping point in this situation. There's a line that Spirit doesn't want you to cross. It's going to be too much, too draining, too much investment into whatever this is. And there's a point where you have to say, that's enough of that. But you do see something. I don't know if you take any action. Perhaps you do push the button. But the song is, my finger is on the button, not I am pushing the button. So perhaps you could do something and you know it. or you could say something, or you're about to just like bring the tower down. But Spirit's saying, feels like somebody might just do it themselves, to themselves. You don't have to do it. You don't have to get involved. Let's see. Ring of Fire. You are being challenged to stand up for yourself and those you love while the heat is on. Okay, but what does standing up for themselves look like here? Since it's definitely not the Knight of Swords. King of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's to shut down any fears and anxieties you have in your mind. That's for sure. To be logical and clear about what's really going on. To trust what you actually see and know you're seeing the truth. And to see that somebody else is very anxious and kind of like wildly unorganized and strangely taking an odd approach to something, okay? And that's key information for you. So I feel like when Spirit's saying here, you are being challenged to stand up for yourself, what you're meant to do is to stay strong and firm in your morals, in your beliefs, in your rationality, in your King of Swords energy, in your ability to just know the truth and to act on the truth when it's required, not when you're stressed and anxious. Also to be able to cut through the BS and any stress that anyone's trying to place upon you. Stay grounded in your mind about what's really going on here. Don't get reactive from an emotional space around this. Because then you're going to be part of the tower situation. Then you'll be in the tower too. Instead, stand up for yourself or maybe for others with the Three of Cups from this like no BS place. Like almost like a factual place. And this is saying no to something someone is trying to offer you and give to you. Okay, if for some of you, if you're thinking about love, someone could offer you like to get involved with them when they're already involved with someone else. Or maybe you're involved with someone and they want to get in on you and your life and situation, okay? And Spirit's advising you, have some foresight into what anxieties that might ultimately result in, and maybe think about saying no to that. Now, you do whatever you want to do. It's your path. But there is something about that there, too. So can I have one more for the advice, Spirit? Safe retreat. Allow yourself to take some time to contemplate your next move in a safe space. That's what I'm feeling. It's not to push the button yet, if at all. I don't know. I am going to do an extended. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper, see what else wants to come through. The link for that is in the description box below. If you don't want to go to that or you can't, don't think that Spirit's holding out any juicy information that you're not getting here. Trust that Spirit knows you weren't going to come to the extended and therefore you got everything you personally needed. Okay? I really believe it works that way. I set that intention, so trust it. Okay. Safe retreat is the advice. Safe travels, protection, safe retreat. Contemplate your next move in a safe space. Don't go into the tower. Okay, your outcome. Death, the Star, and the Queen of Swords. I love this. This is pretty badass. This is knowing when to stop. You know, when you've, when to cash out of a situation. Or when to just be quiet and let someone talk. You know, this is strategy. I feel this is very strategic, guided action to let something come out naturally. That's what I'm getting. And of course, in the Death card, the Death guy, he tramples on and steps on the king. The king whose castle, tower, fell down because his eyes were closed, maybe. And then we have the money and the wealth here. Somebody is maybe greedy. Okay, it could be about money, could be about energy, could be about attention, but they're greedy. And the energy of death is coming in and saying, no, that's not going to fly. That can't be. That's not going to happen. So there's some kind of reorganization of the energy. And then healing for you in the situation because of the way it ends. Something is going to end, if it hasn't already, in a healing way for you. And it's based on your clarity of mind, your open eyes, keeping your eyes wide open, and using your logic and strategy when making decisions about what you want to do around this. And you have something very new and precious to protect, which is this little baby here that the Queen of Swords is holding. And ain't nobody gonna get to that baby. Okay, you're not gonna let anybody come through that barrier that you've created, that boundary that you've created, that protection for you and yourself and your new path and your new journey and your new aspects of yourself that are coming forward, that are fully healed. Nobody's getting through that. So just keep your eyes open and stay vigilant. Don't get paranoid, obviously. But when something feels off or you're like, what does that mean? I don't understand that. I don't know. Start really looking at what's going on. Okay? And trust your intuition. And know that you have something very precious to protect. I'm going to pull one more and then we'll end it there. Okay. Last card for Libras. There's a few here. The Hermit, Autumn. There's definitely going within and thinking, and then Judgment. You do need to be strategic, like a composer is, right? Think about all the things a composer does. I mean, they're genius, right? Composing music is like, you have to be a genius, in my opinion. Doesn't matter if it's classical or not, but you put all the pieces together. You hear the melody. You know how things work. It's original. Like, this is you. But you need to be in your own safe space to do that. And then maybe there's a note or an instrument or somebody's words or somebody's text or somebody's fine print in their contract or whatever this is that just doesn't add up, just doesn't fit with the rest of the melody. Autumn. And that has to go. You get to make the judgment here. This is a major part of your awakening, okay? This judgment that you're going to make, this decision you're going to make, it's huge. Eyes wide open, you're seeing the truth from your higher self and your logical mind. Okay, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.